Okay, so if you watched my last video, I saved a turtle off the road. That was when I was heading to film this video. I'm not sure how long this video is actually going to be because one problem is I didn't check my GoPro batteries and they're not quite as charged as I'd like them to be. Now, I've never actually tried fishing in this creek. It does join onto the main river, so chances are we can get some fish here. I've just got to see what the access is like. If this doesn't work out too well, we'll head further down and head to the main part of the river. Today I'm just going to fish with a very light sinker and some worms. And if that doesn't go any good, then we might swap that out and trade over to a small little soft plastic. Sometimes the fish are biting on worms and sometimes they're not. I did have a storm this morning, so I'm hoping that some worms may have got washed in. As you can see, it's a very small creek, so I'll be doing well to get some fish out of here, and I'm really not sure how many fish, or if any fish, actually live in this creek. I see lots of little tiny fish. Now, I'm kind of hoping with the floods, when the water level was higher, that some fish did get washed up into this little stream. Definitely a deeper little patch here. Can't see any fish about at the moment. Go ahead and cast the worm in anyway. See if we can entice anything out. Sometimes you see nothing in the water, then you cast a bait in and sure enough, oh, nearly fell in. Okay, don't have much room to work with here. So, it's definitely deep enough to hold a fish. Whether there is any fish, I'm not sure. Wondering if there's actually maybe some crayfish in this creek here. Okay, so I've tried a few little pools along there. Can't find anywhere that deep, so I'm gonna go back to the bridge now, head back downstream. It is quite shallow along a lot of this creek, but if this creek doesn't work out, it leads to the river. So we will continue the journey on downstream. If I see any fish or any good spots to put the line in, that's what we'll be doing. But if not, this could turn into a river fishing trip. We're about halfway down this creek now towards the river, and I haven't really seen any fish yet. A little bit deeper of a hole here. Have a look around. Still haven't seen any crayfish either, so it's not looking like the most lively creek. There was some little tiny creek guppies hanging around, but other than that, I'm not sure if this is a fish here, but of course, just keep getting snagged up all day, trying to walk through all these sticks. Just trying to work out which way my line's gone here. If I did spot a fish, he's gone now. Okay, let's go. See if we can actually find some good little spots to get a fish along this creek. Now, I've just taken my jumper off because surprisingly it's actually very humid out today. I really didn't think about that when I came out. I thought it looks quite cold and it looks like it's going to rain. Better wear something warm. How wrong I was. Okay, there's nothing deep over there. Might just keep heading through this way. Well, all I can say is I really hope as we get down to the river, I start seeing some fish in here. Really quite shallow in parts, but it does connect to the main river, so surely they'll swim up in here. Anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, just up ahead might explain why I haven't seen many fish in the top section there. There's actually not massive, but just a little tiny waterfall here. That will be stopping the fish from getting upstream, so maybe from this point on we might start seeing a few more things. Fingers crossed. Okay, well, I'm traveling through some absolute hefty bush, but the pool's definitely getting deeper. So a lot more chance of fish swimming up this way at least. Haven't seen any yet, but we'll just hold off, head downstream a little further still. Show you some of what I'm walking through. This is no easy little fishing trip, that's for sure. Didn't go quite as I'd planned, but I still wanted to search this creek for some fish because in the past, some of the biggest bass I've caught have come out of tiny little creeks just like this one. Okay, well, I've just gone on from the absolute mission of hell along there. Still to find nothing. Oh, there goes a lizard. Thought I finally heard a fish swimming or something. No yabbies, no fish, no nothing. Oh, wow. Well, it's looking like the mission to nowhere at the moment. Well, I'm really hoping this trip actually pays off because the amount of thick bush and scrub I've been climbing through, and yes, now I'm doing it barefooted because I've been getting in and out of the creek, has been an absolute mission. So found a deeper spot here. Definitely seen something swimming around a minute ago. Yeah, great idea on the bare feet, guys. Take a look at them thorns. More just down there. Might go ahead and put my shoes back on, I think. Oh, now after that bit of a mission through the bush there, looks like I've finally picked back up on a bush track, so finally going to be able to make my way out of here. Really wondering for a while how much further that track was going to go on for. Well, not a track. I was making my own track as I went along. I've definitely picked back up on another walking track now, so I'm going to assume this gets back to the river real soon. Well, I've just arrived at the point where the river and the creek meet. The creek's actually just up through there. I'm going to maybe stick to this spot around here for a little bit and see how we go. We could try out this pool, and then there's another pool just there. Get some worms on and let's see how we go. 2 worms and a float. Just moved just a touch this way. Looks like we've got a bit better of a clearing just here. So just moved the worms. Oh, I'm on already. How's that? Oh, it's a trout too. Oh, perfect. Hopefully we didn't just lose him. No. It's actually a nice rainbow. Not a bad one at all. Might do something different, and we'll take this guy home and do a catch and cook with him. Well, the trout have definitely made it down this far. Now, I shouldn't say we'll do a catch and cook until I get him up on the land. Okay, there we go. How's that, guys? First fish of the day. Not a bad trout at all. Oh, he's just taken the hook. He's literally ripped the hook off the line. Right then, look at that. There's the hook in his mouth. No line left on it. Oh, oh, oh. Now, I don't like to take too many fish home, but I think I've told you before, all the trout in this river are going to die as soon as it warms up, so we'll go ahead and take him home. Hoping I have a knife somewhere so we can gut him. Now, for once, I remembered to bring the measuring tape so I can go ahead and get a measure on this fish. Needs to be 25 centimeters, but I already know he is because I can tell. There you go, almost 30. Almost 30 centimeters. Not a bad one to start the day anyway. Get some more worms on, see if we can get another one. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that back pretty much in the same spot we just got that one from. So we can find another one out there, hey? Good way to start the fishing once I've actually gotten to the spot. I really thought there might be some fish up in that creek. That was a really pointless trip, I should say. Hopefully there's a few more nice ones hanging around.
Any luck, mate?
Yeah, got a nice trout there.
You just got that, I've seen that.
Yeah, I got a nice rainbow. Yeah, rainbow, yeah. Take that one home. Yeah. He's 30 centimeters.
It's good size too.
Yeah, not bad. Man, some
What are you using?
worms.
Legit, eh? Worms.
Yeah, mate, always worms.
I got about, I come here yesterday.
Yep,
I got 4 yesterday.
yep.
All off like little flies, but just little flies.
Some boys upstream in the river were getting browns like that the other day when I was there.
That's what I heard, yeah. So I went right up to that last rapid there today.
Yep,
Where it opens up just like behind the regatta centre.
yep.
And I was getting them in the rapids there as well. And there's another little spot I found I was catching them yesterday too. Pretty much just up, turn left.
Where that little opening is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting some mad runs there the other night, but I never got to keep them on the hook. They were big fish, but
Yeah, bloody hell.
bigger than that trout that I got there, 100%. They seem to like the worms on the float.
Heaps good off the worm, man.
Yeah, not bad. I've been getting a fair few.
Yeah, how good is it, eh?
Oh, it is, and then as soon as it warms up, they're going to be all gone, unfortunately. Well, there you go. Just pulled another little fish. This one's a bass. Well, not a bad little spot, that's for sure. Go ahead and just shake him off the hook, hopefully. All right. Gee, he's got that hook in his mouth quite well. There we go. Chuck him back. See you, buddy. Okay, rigged back up with some more worms after that bass. Just have another little go just out here. Just got the bass right next to this tree here, actually. Wasn't even far from the bank at all. Oh, something, little fish there just jumped in the rapids. Might be another little trout, who knows. Definitely fish about though. It's okay. We'll just have another cast back out here in the rapids. On again. Small fish. What is it? Looking like another bass, I think. Only a very little one. Yep. Very small little bass. There we go. Very small, that one. And he's gone ahead and swallowed the hook down a bit there. Oh, I'll go ahead and see if I can. I think he's got himself in the gills, unfortunately. I don't know how. He must have inhaled that very quickly. Yeah, right in the gills. That's not good. He's probably not going to survive that now, unfortunately. we'll go ahead and get him off anyway and try and chuck him back. He's just made it worse on himself, unfortunately, by moving about. Okay, I think we've really got him a bit deep. Okay. Problem is, he's kind of pierced himself. Ow! Really got to watch them spines. Just got myself quite good on that top spine there. Oh, guys. This is the problem sometimes. Not exactly what we wanted to do. It's going to cause him great grief, I think. We're going to try and save him. I'm going to cut my hook off, pull the line through, throw him back, and try again. I'm going to get this fish gutted in a few minutes, just so he's not just sitting there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just going to get my line out through his gills, cut it off there, pull the line back through, take one last look at him quickly, there he is, and just chuck him back. He actually, he's swimming along the bank, he's not doing well. It's just there, I'm not sure if you can pick him up. Maybe he'll come good. Usually when you get them in the gills though, unfortunately, that's the end of them. Oh, he's just jumped right out of the water. Oh, he's kind of just swam away. That's a good sign. All right, now before the flies and everything go ahead and get into my fish, we don't want that happening, so let's go ahead and get him gutted. Now, the last fish I gutted was actually, might have to just move this rod. The last fish I gutted was actually a catfish, and I'd never done that before. Now, they were actually a big pain trying to gut because they have a big chest plate, and I didn't realize that. I know my nan and pop enjoy eating them and really enjoyed eating the ones that I gave them, but I'd actually never gutted them before. So that was a new experience. And I'm yet to gut a trout, but from what I've seen, it's not quite as difficult as the catfish were anyway. I'll just go ahead and get down to the water here somewhere. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm going to be able to pick all this up. Okay, so I like to go in from the back here, come up, in between. Probably not the best knife for it though, I'll tell you that much. So we might have to come through here as well, just because of this knife. It's really not meant for this. And I wasn't really going to take anything home today, but sometimes plans change, and I want to do something a little different for you guys and cook this fish up. So we'll just come up in between his gills. Okay, yep. Definitely a lot easier to gut than a catfish, that's for sure. Anyway, go ahead, break that part there. And go ahead. At least all the fish in the river here are going to get a great feed from this. So that's pretty much everything in one go, as you can see. Got a couple of gills there still to get out, but that's nothing. So pull all the guts in one go, get all the gills out in the next. Just a little bit there. Okay, a little bit there. I like to go ahead and actually break that head back when I gut a fish. And just this line here, I like to take my knife through that because there's a lot of blood in there, and if you don't do that, the fish will go off, unfortunately. That'll be a big waste. So we're actually going to just slice along the side of that bone there and get both of them blood lines. And that's about it. I sliced into the meat a little bit there because of this knife, but that's okay. I'll just go ahead and give him a wash out. Go ahead, get all that gunk out of him. Okay, I really didn't mean to slice into the meat there. That was a bit of a mistake, but anyway, shouldn't affect it too much. Once I get home, we'll give it a little bit more of a clean out. But basically, that's it. Done. Nice and clean. Make sure them gills are gone. Still a little piece there. The gills will actually set the fish off, so the fish will go off if you leave the gills in there. They definitely need to come out. Anyway, so next time you see this fish, we'll be cooking him. There you go, guys. That's how you got yourself a rainbow trout. Nice. So make a nice feed there for dinner. Oh, death trap. Oh. Since I got that bass before near the sticks, I thought I might just give this spot just one quick go. I'm even going to leave my backpack on because this has to be my last cast, guys. I really can't hang around any longer, unfortunately. Just trying to see if I can capture this. There's all these little fish swimming around just up here, and there's something massive trying to eat them.